Look, I think this is an irrelevant question to ask. Which generation is the best? Bro, look, they're like the generations that come up at a time, right? It's like it's certain aspects that that generation themselves individually. There's certain aspects that they cannot control about the time that they are born in, come up in, right, or raised in, things like that. So it's like they get whatever they get, bro. It's like you get the cards that you're dealt, and that's that. And y'all gotta work that out as a generation. Now whether y'all make that work the best for y'all or the worst for y'all, right? That's where it's like that's that aspect we could zoom into and say, okay, this is what makes them a little bit of a weaker generation than generation whatever, right? Or this is what makes them a bit of a stronger generation than generation whatever. Okay, so it's not like which generation is the best. I think let's pose the question as like, you know, when generation whatever came up, how was the time looking like then for everybody, not just one specific generation, right? Because there's no such thing as a best generation, the worst generation. But hey, we're here now. It's a face video. Let's get to it.
Then my home is disguised. I had to argue when niggas you pay no man. Heard me pack on you boys, I ain't telling no lie. Yeah, lie. Tell me once, can't never fool me again. Don't hate the messenger, man, hate the same.
Nah, he's trying to get some.
I ain't gonna lie. We're hitting a part 2 right here. Yeah. Gen Z. Oh my god. My screen blacking out at the wrong time. And Gen Z versus Boomers. What generation is best? Right? As I said and as I expressed in the intro, I feel like it's more about, you know, how the current time frames a group of people that relate to one another the most at the present moment. You know what I'm saying? And that imprint of whatever experience y'all experience as a group, that's gonna live with y'all forever. And a generation, another group of people, another collective of people, let me not say generation, another collective of people is gonna get born that will not know what the fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference of what we speaking of. The question is, those imprints and those experiences that are imprinted in y'all think those are better than, right, whatever the youngest generation is going through right now, or whatever the youngest group of people is going through right now? That's all the debate is, right? I feel like I would summarize it through like the ask function over here, so that we see what the hell we talking about. Summarize the video real quick, right? Clarifying part 2. Video features a chaotic and comedic debate between FaZe Clan members and a group of elderly individuals regarding the value of social media, technology, and generational differences. Right? I think I'm gonna go ahead and coin this one. Which generation is more of the crybaby? Between the boomers and Gen Zs.
No, he freaked out.
Part 2, let's do it. Part 2. What do you got on the chair?
The zebra.
The freaky ma.
Anita St. Louis.
Lacey, nice
Anita.
to meet you.
I feel like if they had the tech we had, they would have been cheating too. They had like little phones, they couldn't cheat.
That's what I'm saying. It always depended on the limitations that they had. All they had was, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't the phones, it wasn't the technology we see right now. It was nothing but their imagination. You know what I'm saying? So like all they had when they got bored was their imagination. You understand what I'm saying? So everything was up in the head. That's why even scandalous things and negative information, they couldn't get out there because they were limited to just like keeping things to their own selves, to their own mind, their own memory banks, instead of like having recorded them on phones and, you know what I'm saying, sending this person from across the country like a message about like their cousin that's cheating right here, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, if you want to rat on somebody, some shit. You understand what I'm saying? So had they been given the same technology that Gen Z is having right now, it would have been on the same type of action. I believe this. And look, vice versa, right? Let me say this with a straight face too. If the roles were reversed and Gen Z were the ones that grew up in that boomer time, you understand what I'm saying? They would also just be limited to nothing but their imagination, and limited to a body count of maybe, let's say, the most promiscuous person in the community, a top body count of like 3 max. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you are a Casanova, nigga. You are going crazy. You got 3? This was virgins until the age of like 45, like maybe, you know what I'm saying? And that was like the standard. That was, you know what I'm saying? That shit was normal. So I feel like Gen Z might have behaved the same way that boomers was behaving had they grew up in like the boomer times, right? When the boomers were like youngins and trying to figure themselves out too, right?
You're a black man.
They could have DM people.
Y'all could go on Instagram and DM and say, yo, what you doing right now?
You guys had phones in the wall and were communicating through telephone cups.
I talked to my husband in person.
Okay.
You talk to them on the thing. You're having with virtual reality.
You're like, yo, you clapping on the virtual thing. Yo, you smashed on the thing on the virtual. Wait. Oh yeah, my backtrack is good. Oh shit.
If your generation
She's talking about sexting, right?
What's the problem with that?
You want to have with AI?
Yeah.
As opposed to a real person.
Why
That's
not both?
sad to you?
Did you see the new Graw?
That's going to stop population growth.
Like, how is that even gonna work, bruh? That's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you prefer having sex with AI and whatever the machine, like, but how does that work? Like, how do you stick your schmeat in something? You know what I'm saying? First of all, it's dry. It cannot be wet. Number 2, there's no hole to, stick your thing. Like, what are we talking about? Maybe, okay, I get y'all esoteric kind. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual kind. The whole, you know what I'm saying? We could do it with our minds. Oh, we can, you know what I'm saying? We could do it just. Is there such a thing as emotional sex? Right? Like, we can do it with how we feel. I don't know, man. For as long as the meats don't connect. Bro, come on, bro. Like, is that sex at that point? I don't know. Is that sex at that point? And so, with that being said, like, if your mind works as ignorantly as mine, whatever, how does that whole thing work, man? Having coitus with the AI, how it gonna give you head? You got, man, don't be telling me about no robots designed in the form of a human. You know what I'm saying? That's so freaky. I wouldn't want to stick my thing in that. It's freaky. I know it has no heartbeat. It's a machine. Like, what are we doing? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And but then at that point, we talking about sticking my meat in a robot. Like, you know what I'm saying? We talking AI, bro. Like, sometimes, bro, like, think about what y'all are talking about, what y'all are asking. Because by the time that human beings smashes AI, the AI has to be manufactured and be formed in bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, forms of bodies, meaning robotic bodies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what else? Clone a human being and breed that human being for SE. That's even more freaking sick. Pretty sure these billionaires might do that. Oh no. Okay. Look, my bad. Billionaires. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean all of it.
I had to go back on it.
Not all the big.
I had to go back on it.
Talking about, right?
I had to go back on it. My bad, chat. My apologies.
People that might just end up.
I just had a brain fart.
Yeah, the people that just might end up running the world, right? But we know those people are billionaires. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to say billionaires. I know it's not all billionaires that are this twisted, but this, the journey to making AI smashable. That's just one interesting journey. Like, I want to know how people are finna pull that off. I ain't gonna lie.
This is the least amount of people
so
having children right
you're
now.
an AI hater.
No. I just like having conversations in person.
So
I get to
you
see what
don't
you're
like
about. I get to feel your energy. I get to see what you are about as a person. I don't need to go and
That's
reference.
what FaceTime's for.
But FaceTime is not in person. Can I
Why
touch you on
just
FaceTime?
Why can't I just send you a snap until you pull up? So I can
Yeah, like what?
Like, I'm trying to kill.
I can touch you here. I can have a conversation with you. What
Yes,
am I going to do?
but how can we? But back then, in a day, you could. Who knows?
I'm living here today with you in this
But what I'm
world that we
saying
live in.
is, we back in your day, we never would have met because how would we have connected? Now,
Because you're in person where I am. You're at Venice Beach.
But
You're
why
at the
would you
movie
limit
store.
yourself to the only people in person?
All you guys know is swipe right, swipe left. That's all you guys
And I will never change a thing about it.
You guys don't know how to flirt. You guys don't know how to
Who don't know how to read?
No.
Have you seen this man on Discord?
Come on, bro.
I DM my girlfriend on Valorant.
I'm shaped. Where's the women here? Where's the women representation?
Yeah, well, I guess what the defense of them being, being able to read, the fact that they be DMing each other on a regular. Them DMs help us to read. What? What do we talk? What?
In this equation here of all your Instagram and all your swipe right.
Man,
Loki has boobs.
we are all feminists.
Facts.
Yeah. Okay.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay. And what does that mean to you?
To me,
Define
that
to
means
me,
I
yes.
stand for women's rights and I hate period cramps.
That's so
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. What? I've never heard that one.
ignorant.
I
It's
hate
so
period
typical
cramps.
male. That's so male.
You know what? You're right. I hate women. Is that better?
I didn't say that you hated women.
But I'm saying, what he just said he loves women and he
now I'm
stands
in the
for women.
wrong.
But I don't know that he said that he loved women. Did he say that?
Yeah,
I love women.
women's rights.
But what rights are women having? Right. I don't see any women here being represented. So how is that? with
Women have the same rights as men.
Do they?
Yes.
You've never been a woman, so how do you know that?
Because I just know the
Okay,
way
what
the
if he
world
wants to be
works.
someone
You
who
don't
has
know
a
the way the
girlfriend?
world
Has a
works. How
girlfriend?
old are you? How could you know what the world is like?
No, why is she crashing that bad? Boy, what's going on? I ain't gonna lie, if it was up to her, boy, lightning would strike from the heavens right now, nigga. I'm trying to let you, nigga, you not listening to me. Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, she pulled up through the fucking screen. Wow.
You know what it's like to be a woman.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Sexy.
I can't. No, because you're ignorant. You're ignorant, and I don't want you to. You're just ignorant. Have you ever worked for less than what you are working for, doing the same exact
that doesn't
thing?
matter.
It sure
Because
does.
here's
How
what
does it
you
not matter?
Bro, they are getting under her skin, bro. I'm so like, I even missed the point of whatever it is they're arguing about. It's so distracting. Her temperament is so distracting, bruh. I'm just like engaged, like just through her temperament, her energy, her expression of this, her animation, like it's crazy.
I'm a single woman because you get to tap out on your children.
Valkyrie definitely got more money than me. I ain't gonna lie.
So there's not single fathers in the world where the women walks away.
Count them. Count them for me.
I don't know this.
That's a
You
gas
don't understand.
Look on there and tell me what the facts are.
The
because that's
same
what you
way that men walk out on women, women walk out on
They
men.
do not. With
Yes,
the
they
children,
do.
how many
They're
single fathers do
You're
you
manipulated
see?
by the
There's
government.
a lot of single fathers. There's a lot of single
I call
fathers. And guess what? No, I got this. And you want to know why there's less single? You want to know why there's less single? Because women can cheat sneakier. That's why.
She's sneakier. You know, there's the whole narrative that, well, from from what I've heard, the fact that women, they attach deeper. You know what I'm saying? They attach deeper, and for a majority of men, that scares them because once you cheat and then the feelings are involved because they are more in touch with that, right? With that aspect, that's like their superpower. That's what they're tapped into the most. So once they cheat, they're more inclined to connect through the feelings more, and that's got the guys shaking. Whereas guys like, man, I'm only connected with my schmeat, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? She only get like that. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just a beef patty. That's it. You feel me? The beef patty, bro. Like, you getting like, you know what I'm saying? Good luck, but no feelings is involved. So, you know, like that's where they feel like they can justify the whole thing. But this one, I'm new to this idea.
All women do is cheat.
You got cheaters.
That's so
Shame
much
on
bullshit.
you.
Because we're smarter than you would be my answer.
She admitted
Not smarter. I had a 2.1.
Smarter.
I had a 2.1 GPA.
Girl, help me. Please, help me.
Girl,
Oh, no, I can't believe
Hey, shut up! I have a question.
Oh. Yeah, she a math teacher. Oh my God, no, she a math teacher. Fuck. Wait, I wanna calculate something real quick. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna give you a moment of silence right quick.
At least say please.
I shall. How many of you have heard of the male loneliness epidemic?
I'm
I've
lonely.
heard that.
Loser.
Okay, well,
No,
it's-
I've never heard of that.
Okay, you can find it online. I mean, what I'm seeing most of on
I've heard it from YouTube talking heads. Yeah, the male loneliness epidemic. I mean, it has a whole lot to do with MGTOW, right? Even men going their own way, seeing the ridiculousness in things like chivalry, seeing the ridiculousness in things like even starting a family, approaching, women, since there's these new standards even among women that guys need to be a certain kind of performative to even earn a spot. A lot of people, they're like, yo, the return on that might not be worth the investment, so I'm not even finna try that, right? And then that creates the loneliness epidemic. That's my little understanding of it. Let's see what you about to say, Miss Rachel. Please don't yell.
online today is a bunch of men saying that they want to marry girls who are like 14 years old. I'm serious.
What the what? Whoa. That is a crime, ma'am. No, I think she's misconstruing things, because there were times back in the day where people, I ain't gonna lie, I was, even, was it on this channel? We was reacting to the whack POV, in why it sucked being a, what was it again? Some sort of temple servant or some shit like that, right? Something like that, right? And it was like, bro, like, motherfuckers were like, you know what I'm saying? Like, little kids, little girls got married at like the age of 12. Age of 13, bro. Like, they're 13. Yeah, and because, I think it was the history. We were reacting to some sort of history of the fact that, young men, young boys were expected to go out to be in the work force and go work, like at age 14, 13. So it was natural for them to even end up starting families and doing that, because they're already like working, part of the working class, and they earn their money now, things like that, right? So she's coming from that angle to be like, yo, in the olden days though, that shit was normal. So I think she's coming from that trauma of old, carrying it to the new generation. Yo, it is a crime right now, man. Yo, you gotta get castrated. Facts. You do that kind of shit, man, you getting castrated. There's laws and there's standards where, that kind of shit cannot happen nowadays, man. Facts. So Miss Rachel, man,
Yes,
Where are you seeing that?
Who are pure, they're submissive, they
That's
do
that
whatever-
Facebook.
It's called a For You page, right?
What type of algorithm are you in?
Yeah, you're in a weird algorithm.
Hey, we got him! We got her!
Self-report.
I'm going, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
It's all over Instagram, so just look it up.
Hold on.
If you have too many partners, your spreads out until it's as big as a bucket. I mean, come on.
Are you a librarian? That's all.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm a well-educated, single, 70-year-old woman who will never date again.
There's things online about if women have too many partners,
Yes.
it stretches out.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a
Just go
question.
look it
Let me ask you a
up.
question.
It's just so ignorant. It blows my mind.
If you had a key that could open every lock in the world, that would be a master key. But if you had a lock that could be opened by every key, that would be a lock.
And what is that supposed to mean?
If a girl can be attained by every guy in the world, that's not a good girl.
All right, come here. What do you say if your thing was like a lollipop and it got licked every time you had?
I'd be happy as
End
hell.
up with a nub.
I already have one.
So you
end
think
up-
my
you end up with an
you think
itch.
my shrinks every time I have sex?
Well, you think my expands every time I have sex.
Doesn't it?
Maybe.
Well, we wouldn't know. We don't have a.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't it? It spreads though. Oh shit, I would ask co-pilot number 1. He doesn't even hear me today. I gotta fix him because, you know, I had to adjust and switch up the mic. I gotta adjust the settings there. But this is too much of a heavy topic for my boy co-pilot, so I wouldn't even bother him right now. But doesn't it? Isn't that it? Like I'm not even finna type that on my on my Google search. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but like that's a real question though. Does the kitty cat not stretch out every time it gets smushed? You know what I'm saying? With some schmeat?
Talk to no jumper.
We're not biologists, man.
Yeah, we are streamers.
We don't study
Now let's
vaginas.
talk about the real deal. Have you ever went on IRL Toolkit, press start server, and had to link your ingest to your OBS?
Oh my god. And then your RTMP's not working?
No.
Oh my god.
Low bit rate.
I make self-tapes,
Oh my
and that's
God.
about it.
Whoa.
I'm an actor, so I make self-tape auditions. Dirty-minded little freaks. Cut that out.
Get your minds out the gutter, man. Come on, man. That's one negative about today's generation, bro. The generation where, you know what I'm saying, screen time is dominant, where screen time is king. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first thing they latch onto is these dirty things because, hey, that material is out there on these screens, man. Come on, bro. These people play around with some dangerous material on these screens, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? It's only natural that, yo, the first thing that they minds is gonna latch onto is that dirty little, you know what I'm saying? It's tough.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
Jason?
Jason.
My name's Sunny, like the weather.
Nice to meet you, Sonny.
Sunny like the weather.
I'm really excited to meet you guys.
Nice.
I don't fully understand some of the language you're using.
Why?
Just as you probably don't understand the meanings of a lot of things that we say.
No, we
I'm
get
going
it.
to be 80 years old this year.
You look 60.
You look great. The sun's
Look
out
great.
tonight.
Saying that to kind of get you back. When I was in high school, I graduated in 1963.
My mom was 3.
We were born 50.
Oh, 63? My dad's 69. Bang! Oh my god, my dad wasn't even born, bro. She my dad birth giver, like, in a way, you know what I'm saying? Not literally. Come on, bro. Like, chill.
50 years later.
I know. I have a 52-year-old daughter, okay?
Oh,
I have
yes.
Case, huh?
I have an 11-year-old grandson.
This nigga said K-Son. 52-year-old child. Nigga said K-Son. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, the 30-year-olds finna get it, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we coming from a generation where it's like people are latching onto even this idea of cringing whenever like people hear old age. I don't know where that came from. Like everybody ages, bro. Come on, guys, everybody ages. And now, oh my God, what is going on? And now, you know, with this whole thing of, you know, this generation having been aware of, oh, cringing, oh, damn. Every time they hear old age, it's like, damn, bro. And some of this generation is getting into their 30s. Now they finna roast one another. Damn. Roast one another and, you know. And 30-year-olds are finna get, and I'm only pointing that out because, you know what I'm saying, I'm at the door of that shit. Golly, you feel me? Nah, but come on, man. Everybody ages, bro. Y'all gotta relax. I'm you know what I'm saying?
I asked him, what the heck is Gen Z? Because I knew I was coming. He said, they're born 2 years after me. We've never been without the internet. That's what defines your group. When I was in high school, you dated the kids in high school. You go to college, junior college, you dated you met and you talked to people face to face.
Yeah.
Women in my age.
Y'all didn't have Discord?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did?
Wait.
They did? Wait, they did? In 1845?
Second. I'm using Discord, meaning you don't like that person?
No, Discord as in like
yeah,
an
yeah.
app, like where I can like video call.
His domain.
Have
No,
e-sex,
Discord to
all this
me
other
means
shit.
I don't get a
Have E what? Relax, wean, relax, man. Wean. Don't wean off on, you know, weird ideas.
Long with you. There's some discord there. I don't know, that's what I'm saying. Our language is different.
Okay.
So the meanings are different. I could not get a credit card in my name. My husband could get a credit card, and I could use his credit card with his permission. Your husband was the one that you had to depend on. Stay away. You couldn't get, I mean.
Oh, that's where the ideas of misogyny came from. The fact that they were sick of that whole idea. That, yo, why you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Why I gotta get your permission to do that? Ah. But look at this nice old lady right here, Miss Sunny. She's a lovely 80-year-old, bro. She turned out just fine from that kind of system. She's dressed decently, nicely, lovely. Nice young lady. I like Sunny, man. Shout out Sunny. You know what I'm saying? Bro, check out when she's explaining things, right? She's nice and just calm and just graceful with it and just compartmentalizes everything for you so that you understand it. Man, come on, man. Give it up for Miss Sunny, man. Come on, man. Turned out cool.
Socially, if you were pregnant, you had to get married in those days, or you were looked upon as a pariah.
That's what it should be.
Let me buy you a Birkin.
Pardon me?
Let me buy you a Birkin.
Buy me a bargain?
A Birkin bag.
A Birkin bag.
Or we could get matching chrome hearts.
Okay, hold it. Why in heaven's name?
Because it doesn't sound like you had a real man in your life.
Oh, I was married to a
I want
great
to
guy.
change that.
No.
Oh,
You're saying
God, buddy. Don't make yourself look bad. Talking to Sunny right now, bro. Folk, chill. You know what I'm saying? I could understand you acting a goof. You know what I mean? Like, to a goofy boomer. It's a decent boomer. This is a wise boomer here, man. You gotta show the wise self from yourself too, bro. Chill.
Birkin bag is gonna make me happy.
Birkin bag, bro. Somebody let her know. Who's gonna say it? She keeps saying Birkin bag, bro. I hate that for Sunny, bro. Like, Sunny deserves to know, like, accurate things accurately, bro. Somebody's cool, Sunny. Who's gonna say it? Birkin bag. What?
I would rather you took that, whatever that money cost, and help some poor kid get lunch.
There we go.
I just donated $50 to Team Water.
Nah, she's farming W's.
No.
She's farming W's.
Our generation was rather dependent on society, what was normal, what was approved of, what was permissible, or we got laughed at, or we got shunned.
So do we.
So do we.
It's just online now.
They laugh at,
Okay,
they
no,
laugh
no.
at us.
It's honestly a lot worse.
I get laughed at every single day.
I probably had like 10 to 15
I'm
people
sorry,
laughing at
I
you.
didn't get your name.
Silky.
Silky. You said something about you put something online and the donkey got more hits than you did?
Yeah, he got ratio
Okay.
because they
No,
said
no, no.
they said he looked like a donkey.
You got ratio because he looked like a donkey. Okay.
Okay.
Racism. They got me.
So why are you so worried about with thousands of people that you
Because that's our
don't know?
job.
and you never
That's
meet?
our job, ma'am.
Your job
my
is to
job.
be worried about what? Somebody that you don't know cares about you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, if you think about it, that's a crazy reality, bro. God damn, absolutely. Because, yo, you worrying about that is you securing the fact that these people will come back and keep supporting your stream, keep donating, because he or she makes up part of the whole that is the community that keeps your lights on. Golly, that's crazy that we've now entered a world where you have to worry about somebody looking you a certain type of way. You have to worry about you not listening to them, you neglecting them, neglecting your supporters, bruh. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because you lose relevance. That's crazy. You lose relevance, bro, and that's today's world of just like even the social media engagement and you living off of it, right?
Yes, because if the general
If people
public
perceive us badly, then we not have emotion, we not get money.
Yep.
You know, wait, hold on. Hey, do you know what it's like? I'm Kason, by the way. Nice to meet you. Do you know what it's like every single day for thousands and thousands and thousands of people tell you to start a family? To go have kids? Yeah, to be called old all the time? Online? Do you guys have to deal with that?
They don't just laugh at us.
They critique us.
Yes, every decision we make.
They tell you how to dress,
Wait,
what
wait.
to eat.
One of the
Every little decision we make.
Sometimes they'll say L airline, and my airline is pretty straight for the most part.
I mean, it's not really that straight.
Okay, you're using words I don't understand.
I had a GT3. They told me I was poor. I had to get the RS version. I spent $300,000 more just to look cooler.
For whose benefit?
He had to do that.
I had to do it.
That is so tough. That's so tough.
I had no choice.
I had to. The wind goes up.
For ours.
But he retired his own mom, though.
I
He
feel
retired
bad.
his mom.
No, I really do.
I didn't actually retire. I gave her a check. I got like 7 million impressions, and then I took the money back.
I sent you 250 grand.
What?
I want you to just enjoy your life, even if you don't need it.
Oh my God! Really, that's a lot of money.
I did it for PR.
That's fire.
You gave her 7 minutes in.
No, I gave her 200,000 for impressions.
Impressions
Yes.
on Twitter.
And then I
Like
lied
Twitter likes.
though because
Impressions meaning clicks or
Like
whatever.
clicks, likes.
I did it for
comments.
PR.
So
And then I spent it on the wing for the
this is
GTRS.
the most important thing. It's not the people that you live with or love or
Yes.
it's the people that you don't know are more important
The
than
chat.
the ones
Yes, the
in
chat.
They're probably
Nothing
saying
big
in the
in the
TikTok
chat.
comments like,
Okay,
this
so-
the guy
Nothing bigger than the chat.
who cracked Lacey.
I
Like, you
think
understand
that's
that?
one of the things that maybe we're not connecting with you guys. I don't
Y'all need to
feel that
download Twitter.
thousands of people that I will never meet and that don't care about me is more important than the people that are in my life that I care
Yes.
about on a
Yes.
daily
Yes.
basis.
Yes.
Because the chat
chat-
is our family.
the
Our
chat made
communities
me-
are our family.
But they're not your family.
That's why I see more than my mom.
They are.
We
Okay,
talk to
so-
them every day for hours on end.
The
So I
amount of
think-
dopamine when a W spam comes
Oh my,
through.
or aura spam? When they spam aura? Oh.
I talk to my chat more than my mom. Fact.
My chat
I
doesn't
actually
move.
do chat. Talk,
Do you have,
I'm gonna talk to my chat after this.
okay, do you have a
I have a chat. Yes.
girlfriend, a wife, a child?
Oh, he does.
Jason, do you?
Yeah, do you, Jason?
Do you the win?
What is your point?
Do you have something that you can hold on to and love?
Oh, Riz, W Riz.
Do you have a Discord I could maybe keep in touch
Do
with
I have
that?
a
See?
I'm on Facebook and that's
Oh,
See, that's why.
You know
That's
what?
not gonna work.
I don't care
Wait,
about
my
people
Facebook?
that
Well, how am I
don't
gonna
know
contact
me.
you after?
I'm on Facebook.
She's on Facebook. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Who's that? Is it Ronaldo? Let me see. Ronaldo talking about he had a variation of a Porsche, and they said no, you're too broke, and then he had to get the latest variation. Hey man, with things like that said, bro, y'all gonna tell me which generation is, you know, more of the crybaby, bro. But then, yeah, as y'all do that, quick little word from our sponsors.